So you get a sense of what is going on.
BJP hits back at rambling Rahul.
बार बार झूठ बोलना, विदेशी धरती का इस्तेमाल करना, विदेशी दोस्तों का, विदेशी एजेंसियों का इस्तेमाल करना, ये आदत सी बन गई है और भारत को बदनाम करने की आदत बन गई.
Top focus on 6 p.m. Prime.
Good evening. You're joining us live here on 6 p.m. Prime. I'm Akshita, NandAgopal, and this evening we're getting you highlights of Rahul Gandhi's Cambridge address. As expected, it's courted controversy as Rahul has spoken on several issues. Of course, had some criticism also for the Modi government. We're going to be highlighting exactly what Rahul said and also what the BJP's counter is. Also coming up in the next few minutes is an exclusive conversation with BR's MLC K Kavitha. For the first time, she's spoken out in great detail about all the charges she faces in the liquor scam. Let's get you started with the headlines. After MLA's son is caught taking bribe, BJP MLA resigns from the post of chairman. This after 2 crores was seized from MLA's house and 6 crores from his office. No stopping Baba ka bulldozer in Prayagraj. House of 3rd Umesh Pal murder accused Atiq Ahmed's aide brought down, razed to the ground. S. Jaishankar chairs Quad Squad in New Delhi. Foreign ministers of 4 nations underlined commitment to free and open Indo-Pacific in a move to checkmate China. Day after India-China G20 handshake, India sends across a strong message. Army releases pictures of soldiers playing cricket in Galwan 4 kilometers away from where the 2020 clash took place. NPP's Conrad Sangma set to become Meghalaya Chief Minister again. Prime Minister Modi to attend the swearing-in ceremony on March 7th. And Australia win Indore Test by 9 wickets to qualify for the final of the World Test Championship. Nathan Lyon named Player of the Match. Catch a match review at 6:30 p.m. this evening. And let's begin with highlights of what Rahul Gandhi has said. He stoked another controversy, particularly on a comment that he's made at Cambridge University on Pulwama. Now, in this comment, we're going to play it out for you shortly. Rahul Gandhi doesn't refer to Pulwama as a terror attack. He calls it a car bomb and also says Kashmir is insurgency probe, which is why it's called a violent place in India. Let's play out for you exactly what Rahul Gandhi said.
So we are going through all the states, and Kashmir is a state which is insurgency prone, right? There's a lot of violence. There's been quite a lot of violence for many years. In fact, that picture there is me putting flowers on the spot where almost 40 soldiers were killed by a car bomb some years back. So we arrive in Kashmir, and Kashmir is this so-called violent place.
I want to bring in Gaurav Sawant on this broadcast. Gaurav, we played out a very small excerpt of what Rahul Gandhi said, and this was largely when he was talking about Kashmir. First, refers to Pulwama, a Pakistan-sponsored terror attack, as a car bomb, and then says Kashmir is insurgency prone.
You know, that's very interesting, the terminology used by the Congress leader, where there are 2 aspects to this. One, the Yatra in Kashmir, a new narrative. So Rahul Gandhi in Cambridge is setting a new narrative on Kashmir. But what India has been saying for decades, Kashmir is a Pakistan state-sponsored issue where it's Pakistan state-sponsored terror that's been targeting the people of our country in Jammu and Kashmir and other parts of our country. But Rahul Gandhi sees this as an insurgency. Part of it is insurgency. Major part of it is Pakistan state-sponsored radical Islamist terror. Are we downplaying it? Are we whitewashing it? Are we not going into, the big picture in Kashmir is Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Hizbul Mujahideen, Pakistan ISI working in tandem. Where did the guns come from? Where did the weapons come from? All of them came from across the border in Pakistan. Second, the VBIED, the vehicle-borne improvised explosive device that was used to target 40 CRPF personnel at Pulwama, well, that VBIED, the maker was a Pakistani. This was a Jaish-e-Mohammed terror plot. The National Investigation Agency has filed a very detailed charge sheet, including with evidence and pictures of the bomb makers and how this terror attack was carried out. But it's just dismissed as a car bomb. Pakistan state-sponsored terror is not mentioned in this new narrative. But that's one part of the story. The second part of the story, equally interesting, is Rahul Gandhi talking about how he was walking in Kashmir, and that's where someone walked up to him and told him that there are militants there. And the militants gave him a look, and he gave the militants a look, and then they could not target him. He says that's the power of non-violence. That's the power that militants who had come there, where the apprehension was that hand grenades would be hurled at him, none of that happened. And he gave them a look, and that was over.
You know, we wish it was as simple as that, Gaurav. Thanks very much for joining us. There'll be a lot of questions about whether Rahul Gandhi chose his words very carefully when he was referring to the Pulwama attack. Doesn't say it's a Pak-sponsored attack, doesn't even refer to it as a terror attack. Says it was a car bomb. And then while speaking about the issue of Kashmir, there are several points here that you make note of. Let's play out for you again what Rahul Gandhi said.
So we are going through all the states, and Kashmir is a state which is insurgency prone, right? There's a lot of violence. There's been quite a lot of violence for many years. In fact, that picture there is me putting flowers on the spot where almost 40 soldiers were killed by a car bomb some years back. So we arrive in Kashmir, and Kashmir is this so-called violent place.
So let's round up for you all that Rahul Gandhi has referred to, has spoken of at Cambridge. Now, on one hand, the world is hailing Prime Minister Modi's efforts in solving global conflicts. We're talking about the outcome of the G20, or for that matter, the Quad meet today as well. And on the other, just juxtapose all the visuals, all the meetings, all the comments from world leaders with what Rahul Gandhi has said. He's criticized Prime Minister Modi, and that's expected considering that he is in the opposition. The problem, however, is that he's spoken on several issues about the country and then questioned whether India is doing well or not. Let's play out for you some of the highlights of what Rahul said and the BJP's counter.
Prime Minister Modi knows very well Italy's position, which is giving full support to the territorial integrity of Ukraine.
I've seen that in not only in how Jai engages with the world and his narrative around it, but also Prime Minister Modi. India is a civilizational power, brings a different perspective to some of the challenges of these times.
Bharat is playing the role of Vishwaguru under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. The world is hailing the efforts of the Indian Prime Minister, from Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni to Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong. Leaders across the globe are praising Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his efforts to address world problems, but not Rahul Gandhi, who has again criticized the Modi government on foreign soil. The Congress MP, who delivered a speech at the Cambridge University on Wednesday, launched an all-out attack on the Modi Sarkar on several fronts, claiming the Indian democracy is under attack.
He is imposing an idea on India that India cannot absorb. Right? India, as I said, is a union of states. It's a negotiation. And if you try to force one idea on a union, it'll react. We've got Muslims in India. We've got Christians in India. We've got different languages in India. Right? They're all India. Mr. Narendra Modi says he's not. Mr. Narendra Modi says he's a second-class citizen in India. The institutional framework which is required for a democracy, parliament, a free press, the judiciary, we are facing an attack on the basic structure of Indian democracy.
Rahul's comments left the BJP fuming. The Saffron Party has accused him of insulting India on foreign soil.
बार-बार झूठ बोलना, विदेशी धरती का इस्तेमाल करना, विदेशी दोस्तों का, विदेशी एजेंसियों का इस्तेमाल करना, ये आदत सी बन गई है और भारत को बदनाम करने की आदत बन गई.
The Congress, of course, has rallied behind Rahul Gandhi.
ये मोदी सरकार हमेशा यही चीजें करती आ रही है और बार बार सत्य से दूर बातें करके वो झूठे चीजें फैलाकर सबको लोगों को एक गुमराह कर रही है.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister has targeted the Grand Old Party after winning Tripura and Nagaland elections.
कांग्रेस ने हमेशा संख्या बल को, वोट बैंक को देखते हुए राजनीति की है. यही मानसिकता है जिसने आजादी के बाद देश का बहुत बड़ा नुकसान किया है.
Rahul, on several occasions in the past, has slammed Prime Minister Modi on foreign soil, which the BJP termed an insult to India.
When the BJP and the RSS have anti-minority policies, I mean, we've been fighting the BJP and the RSS since they began.
Rahul's attacks on Modi government are not new. He's accused the BJP of hijacking institutions and muscling democracy. But can repeating the charge abroad help the Congress electorally when Modi's popularity at home remains intact? With Rahul Gautam and Mashmi Singh in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
So it's not the first time, of course, that Rahul Gandhi has quoted this kind of a controversy while abroad, while speaking at these kind of massive recognized events also about India, about the government. As we said earlier, Rahul Gandhi, of course, would be criticizing the BJP, would be criticizing the Modi government, but there would also be questions about whether that then transcends to questioning the country as well, especially when you talk about a Pulwama attack, for example, when you talk about Kashmir, when you talk about China. Let's run you through, in fact, some of the comments that Rahul Gandhi has made. He's in fact said that China calls Quad a deliberate tool to contain China. And that in fact is something that was made in February. Then in May, China accuses US of sowing discord in the Indo-Pacific region. Apologies for that. We're going to correct that graphic and get you more details of exactly what Rahul Gandhi has said. We will in fact move on now and also focus on the other story, the other big story that we're tracking here on 6 p.m. Prime. I've got an exclusive conversation coming up with BRS MLC K Kavitha. She's broken her silence on the allegations that she faces in the liquor scam and has a response to agencies as well as the BJP, who says she's next. She's going to be arrested after Sisodia. That exclusive coming up in just a bit.
तो जैसे सबसे तेज आपकी टैगलाइन है, तो इसी तरह से सबसे तेज हमारी सरकार की लाइफलाइन है.
Thank Mr. Puri.
I thank you for giving me the chance to address you.
Terrorism now a global issue.
The First Lady position is so unusual.
Never in my career did I ever see that love and affection in any other country than we saw in India in '79.
Pakistan has been responsible chronically for association with sponsorship of terrorist groups.
Akshay Kumar and his entourage, including Moni Roy, Disha Patni and Sonam Bajwa, have left for the US for their The Entertainers tour. The quartet was spotted at the Mumbai airport. The group will perform live shows in various US cities, including Orlando. The New Jersey concert has, however, been cancelled. Akshay was last seen in Selfie, which opened to a disastrous response and has failed to leave an impression in its opening weekend. The film managed to earn a meager 12 crores in 4 days of its release.
और एक आधा reality show भी करना हूँ.
Directed by Raj Mehta, Selfie is a Hindi remake of the 2019 Malayalam film titled Driving License, which starred Prithviraj Sukumaran and Suraj Venjaramudu in lead roles.
അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ നമ്പർ എൻ്റെ കയ്യിലുണ്ട്. നമ്മുടെ സിനിമയിലെ വാഴൂർ ജോസ് സാറിന്റെ കയ്യിൽ നിന്ന് വാങ്ങിയതാണ്.
As far as his other projects are concerned, he will also be seen in Bade Miyan Chote Miyan alongside Tiger Shroff and a biopic which is based on chief mining engineer Jaswant Singh Gill. According to reports, his other projects include also Sura Reporter remake, OMG 2, Jolly LLB 3, C. Sankaran biopic and Hera Fairy 3 among others.
अरे टमाटर है बाबू भैया टमाटर है.
Diet Cokes, artificial sweeteners, sugar-free gums, healthy sounding, but beware, they may just be wreaking havoc in your body. The popular artificial sweetener, erythritol, which is used as a sugar substitute in many low-calorie, low-carb and keto products, has been linked to heightened risk of heart attack, stroke and death. The study has been published in Nature Medicine. The study was done on 4,000 people. It showed increased intake of erythritol, increasing risk of stroke in the past. Aspartame, found in sweeteners, has been found to be associated with increased cardiac risk. The results were published in the British Medical Journal.
People who have higher levels of erythritol in their blood have higher incidence of adverse cardiovascular events like stroke and myocardial infarction, heart attack and stroke.
This is found in tabletop sweeteners, Equal and NutraSweet, as well as cereals, yogurt, candy and diet soda. Those consuming it had a higher risk of stroke than people who didn't consume the sweetener. What about stevia? Is that safe? The FDA approved only the purified form of stevia called stevioside, and this is considered safe. It is a plant-based sweetener, but there's a catch. Products considered safe contain words in their ingredient list such as stevia extract or stevia rebaudiana. If you see whole stevia leaves or crude stevia extracts at your local natural food store, don't buy them.
Stevia is a natural occurring sweetener. It is the best option for a reduced calories, and it can, we can use the sweetener in our food or in our beverages.
Doctors, however, advise moderation or elimination of sugar completely from our diets. Use healthy alternatives instead.
Well, let's tell you what exactly are the healthy alternatives to sugar. Organic brown sugar, coconut or palm sugar. Date sugar again is a healthy alternative. Raw honey or even jaggery. Doctors even say sugar in moderation is better. So in that sense, anything is okay, but try and avoid artificial sweeteners as much as you can is what they say. In New Delhi, Sneha Mordani for India Today. Welcome back. Let's get to an India Today exclusive now. The biggest headline that's emerged in the national capital has been the showdown over the liquor scam and the fact that Manish Sisodia is now in custody. Now, amid this, the Telangana BJP has been saying next is the South cartel, including Kalvakuntla Kavita, BRS MLC and KCR's daughter. We've spoken to K Kavitha. For the first time, she's spoken in great detail about all the charges she faces. Here's her rebuttal in this exclusive interview. You're going to be in Delhi, ma'am, and I'd be failing in my duty if I didn't raise the issue that everyone in Delhi is talking about, the liquor scam. And I'm sure you've seen all the developments that have happened with Mr. Manish Sisodia being arrested. Your name has constantly been brought up. Your name has been mentioned in the ED charge sheet. The allegation is that you're part of a South group, a South cartel, if you may, which was a part of the dealings in the liquor probe, in the liquor scam. What is your response to this allegation in particular?
Well, I understand and believe that today everybody in the nation knows that whichever poll-bound state is there have to be ED and CBI cases against the people and parties who are against the Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party has been doing that time and again in every state. So my state and me, we are not an exemption. Not only me, various other ministers and MPs in my party are also being troubled by these agencies. But we are sincere, we have done nothing wrong. So we will fully cooperate with the agencies for whatever investigation that they want to do. We've always cooperated and we will continue to do so.
So you're saying this is nothing but political vendetta with months to go for the elections in Telangana. The BJP in Telangana, ma'am, Bandi Sanjay and several other leaders have said you're next, you're going to be arrested by the central agency.
Well, this is the unfortunate state of affairs in this country, where a political party is dictating who should be arrested next to the agencies. And if agencies are blindly following that, then they themselves are exposing the nexus that opposition is alleging, that there is a clear nexus between the agencies and the government, and whatever the political party in ruling is saying that they're blindly doing. And I'll show you an example. Congress party was holding a Adhiveshan in Raipur the other day. And just a day before that, all their MLAs are raided in Congress in Chhattisgarh, and their trains are being stopped, power being cut, etc. What have we come to as a nation? You can't a political party even hold a meeting. Why should you have to disturb even a meeting? So what is the government afraid of? People meeting and talking, if they're afraid of even that, then that's really shows their insecurity, not ours. We are strong, we are sincere, we have not done anything wrong. So we are welcoming the probe, let there be probe. But the BJP party's machinery works to malign people's reputations, not by probing, but then giving away leaks, giving away various nasty news. They use toolkits to constantly malign people. Yesterday, at least, we found out 400 to 500 handles on Twitter who are just tweeting same content over and over and over again. So one lie, if it is repeated like 1,000 times, that is a concept I believe Bharatiya Janata Party is following. But we are not afraid. We will expose what they are doing, and we will work very hard to convince people that we've done nothing wrong, but this is political vendetta.
As I wrap up this edition of 6 p.m. Prime, just a quick reminder for you out there and a preview of our special broadcast. It's the month of March, and on the 8th of this month, we all come together to celebrate International Women's Day. We at India Today are celebrating womanhood with a few women out there whose stories are there to inspire us all, make us believe that it's impossible to really measure the extent of substance women are destined to bring into this world. Here's the Infinite Woman.
With the Northeast elections done and dusted, the BJP will now turn its lens onto state of war, Karnataka. BJP is war horse for many decades in the state. B.S. Yedurappa is all set to lead the campaign at the ripe age of 80. Former Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yedurappa has emerged as the man of the moment. Recently felicitated and praised lavishly by Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself.
मुझे याद है कि रईता बंधु येदुरप्पा जी ने श्री अन्न को प्रोत्साहन देने के लिए यहां कितना बड़ा अभियान चलाया था.
The duo will lead the BJP's campaign for this year's poll battle. B.S. Yedurappa is electorally important for the BJP, considering his role as a Lingayat strongman. The Lingayats make up at least 17% of the Karnataka vote bank and are the largest community in the state. They are also the BJP's most loyal vote bank, thanks to Yedurappa.
I am not going to contest for elections, but I am go around in the state to come back to power in the Karnataka. For that, I will work day and night. 101% will come back to power next assembly election also.
But the big question looms: who will be the BJP's CM face? Bureau Report, India Today.
Wali painting, a mural art form of Maharashtra, gives the Aurangabad a facelift ahead of a G20 inception meeting. A group of 120 women painted non-stop for 6 hours to complete the artwork.
वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट शो करते हुए हम लोग ये जो प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं वारली का, वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट वारली पेंटिंग जो है, जिसका रिकॉर्ड पहले पूना में था, उसको पूना के रिकॉर्ड को ब्रेक करते हुए, उसको चैलेंज करते हुए आज हम सब लड़कियां, वी आर 120 लेडीज हियर वर्किंग फॉर दिस वारली पेंटिंग टुडे. और इसका सबसे बड़ा क्रेडिट जो जाता है, जो मेरी बहुत अच्छी फ्रेंड है, वो है नंदिनी घोडेले. ये कॉन्सेप्ट जो जहाँ से आई है, वो लड़की ने सर 21 इयर्स की लड़की है. दिस इज रियली अ मोटिवेशन टू ऑल द गर्ल्स ओवर हियर.
The work spread over 3200 square feet will enter the India Book of Records 2024 in the social and cultural category. This painting breaks the earlier record of 3050 square feet set by artists in Pune. I congratulate all the dignitaries, those who have taken efforts, जिन्होंने इस इवेंट को एक सक्सेसफुल बनाया है, and congratulations to Aurangabad Municipal Corporation. There were no professional artists among the 120 participants. They came from different professions like medicine, accountancy, and engineering. Bureau Report, India Today.
welcome to our special show now. Inside 3 days in Indore, Australia have wrapped up the third test match against India, winning it by 9 wickets. Now, India's plans of dishing out a turning track backfired, and experts are now slamming the poor playing conditions. Sources also suggest that India could face points deduction if they have an impact, that their chances of also making it to the World Test Championship final. Here's a detailed report of all that unfolded in Indore.
Gets it right this time.
The Australians were due to make a statement in the Bharat Rashtra Trophy, and they made it in some style in Indore.